Hi everybody, Sean here, and I just got a new coffee maker in the mail. It's the PurePrecision pour-over model CPO-850 by Cuisinart. It's very similar to the CPO-800, except the CPO-800 has a glass carafe and this one has a thermal carafe. This is one of about a dozen or so drip coffee makers that are approved by the Specialty Coffee Association of America, SCAA. And the criteria mainly is that it maintains the correct water temperature to get the proper flavor out of your beans, and also that the amount of time that the hot water is in contact with the beans for proper extraction. Too long in the hot water, you get bitter coffee. Not long enough, you get weak coffee. You get weak and bitter coffee. You just can't do it right. My fancy Italian drip coffee maker, just the temperature isn't right. So I decided to buy something different. Let's go ahead and pull this out. So it goes for about $200 at major kitchen stores like Bed Bath & Beyond and Williams-Sonoma. It's also available online for about $158 from Amazon.com, Wayfair, Walmart.com, a few other sites. So I went to Bed Bath & Beyond, and of course they matched Amazon's price. So I paid $158 plus tax for this. Now, you'll notice by looking at the box, it's not very big. Compared to my old coffee maker, which has a big 14-cup carafe, this is only an 8-cup carafe. That could be a problem if you got a big family, you need to make a lot of coffee. But if the quality and flavor of your coffee is what's most important, well, most of these machines have the smaller carafes. So let's go ahead and unbox it. Let's see what this looks like. Oh boy, there's a coffee maker in here. Usual literature, Cuisinart propaganda. I just made espresso without meaning to. So you want your water to be around the neighborhood of 200 degrees, 196 degrees to like maybe 204 max. And you need it to be that the whole time. My DeLonghi coffee maker will get up to about 198 degrees, but it'll take its time to get there. So at first you're using cooler water. And the coffee just wasn't very good. So it comes well packed in what appears to be environmentally friendly protective cardboard. Ooh, shiny. Now this is stainless steel, and as I mentioned before, the model CPO-850 comes with the thermal carafe. Some people prefer the glass carafe, which would be the model CPO-800. Okay, so here's my thermal carafe. Cuisinart claims that this carafe is better than the others in that unlike some of the ones out there, you don't have to remove it for brewing. It's ready to go. You just put the cap on, you pour the water into your coffee maker with the lid on, you brew it with the lid on, and you pour it out with the lid on. That's nice. They don't all do that, by the way. A lot of them do. So, not too much plastic packaging. I really like that. I have a feeling I'm going to be very happy with the quality of coffee I get out here. Again, it's only an 8-cup carafe. And keep in mind that when coffee makers say 8 cups, they don't mean 8 US 8-ounce, 8 fluid ounce cups. A cup of coffee is about 5 ounces generally, sometimes 6. Americans generally consider a mug of coffee to be 6 ounces, a European is 5, but most of the coffee makers you find, if the markings are in cups, those aren't actual cups. Those aren't 8-ounce cups. Those are 5-ounce cups. So this should be about 40 ounces if it's an 8-ounce. Okay. Let's see how this goes. They gave me a scoop. They gave me one little water filter, and they gave me a couple, like 2 or 3 paper cone filters. Now, a lot of people like the cone filters. If you're going to go with the paper cone filters, I urge you to get the brown unbleached paper filters. Not only is it more friendly for the environment, it's actually just, you know, who needs all that bleaching, all those chemicals? They taste perfectly fine when they're brown filters, and I don't see why they need to be shiny white to go in my coffee maker and just get dirty. It just really doesn't make sense to me. I guess people think that white paper is clean, and actually it's not. Okay, but you don't need the paper filters, honestly. A lot of coffee lovers prefer not to use paper filters. They filter out certain elements of the flavor, certain oils that some will say give it a more bitter flavor. But a lot of coffee connoisseurs, or people who consider themselves coffee connoisseurs, prefer to have that more complex bitter flavor. So they will use a permanent gold tone, or in this case stainless steel filter. This cone filter is it's laser cut, laser etched to be just the right size and shape of mesh. Really, wow, it looks totally different from my gold tone filters for my other coffee makers that I'm accustomed to. Looks kind of cool, shiny. Okay, and you see, like many coffee makers, it has a little spring-loaded plug, so that when you pull, if you're still brewing coffee but you just can't wait, you got to get a cup. If you pull it out, that little spring-loaded plug is going to pop down, and you're not going to spill coffee all over your. Well, if you got the glass one, it's a heater plate. I don't think this is heated. Really don't know. Some coffee makers that have thermal carafes heat the bottom, and some don't. And I'm not sure whether this one does or not. But again, you can either just put the paper filters in there, or you can just keep reusing and rinsing out this. I think I'm going to go with that. Okay, so this is the Cuisinart PurePrecision Pour Over coffee maker. You can pull it out from any direction, so that's a nice feature that you don't have to worry about, whereas my old DeLonghi coffee maker, you can only pull it out this way. So depending on the layout of your kitchen counter, how much room you have, that might be an issue. With this, I can put it in there sideways to slide between my nice Breville Smart Grinder Pro coffee grinder and my Kenmore Elite espresso machine, and just pull it out like this. You got a digital clock on the front. It's programmable. Many coffee makers today are programmable. Some of the SCA approved coffee makers are not. So you can put your beans and your water in here at night before you go to bed and just set it to go off at whatever time, 6:30 in the morning, 9 a.m., 4 a.m., whenever it is you want your coffee to be ready. And it'll start brewing at that time and be ready by the time you make your way into the kitchen. Wow. So I'm really looking forward to trying it out. Oh, also has a water filter, charcoal water filter. Comes with one. You can order them online or buy them in stores. They're a lot cheaper if you go shopping around for them. There are some differences in quality with the charcoal filters. Some of them use more charcoal that's finer ground with more surface area. Some of them use fewer, larger, well, shop around. It may make a difference to you, it may not. If your water quality is really good, or if you're using filtered water to begin with, then it's not really an issue anyway, but you certainly need good water to make good coffee. And if you're buying this machine, I'm guessing good coffee is important to you and you're picky about how it tastes. Okay, well, thank you for watching my video. I'm probably going to make a video about using it. We'll see. And I hope you all have a wonderful day.